Welcome between these hallowed hedges. Sanford Stadium in Athens, Georgia, home to the Georgia Bulldogs. Where they've had a little chicken, they've had a little drink, and friends, it's time once again to let the big dogs eat. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway.
Welcome to Wednesday night here in Athens, Georgia. Playing with my hometown, my team, my favorite college football team, and the team I'm
and they
to,
thought about a return,
the
thought
Georgia
better
Bulldogs,
of it. They'll bring it out
good
to the
old
25.
offense.
So Tennessee's offense will have the first possession of the game. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors, and you've got to limit the penalties, because those will kill you, Pollard.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
Play action. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. Fires it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. And the Vols will try to pin them back with the punt. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. So the Georgia Bulldogs offense will go to work for the first time. And they seem to believe that they can take big plays away and man coverage by just locking him up in this matchup, David.
Yeah, and it's hard to lock down a great wide receiver, but a great defensive back versus a great wide receiver, we got a showdown.
Yeah, let's be honest, David. Most defenses don't have a dude like that at cornerback that could do that in a game like this, but this matchup is unique, and it's going to really determine the outcome of the game.
He's looking for a man on second down. Got his man quickly. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. Come to the line at the 42, facing a third and short. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. And the Bulldogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're going to ride this running back. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. They have had to wear that beat down since the last time these two met, Jesse.
And they've been talking about it for a long time. They were absolutely embarrassed. The players, the coaches, the fans. You know, David, coming into this game this time, they want to put out a much better performance.
Oh, there's nothing worse. The coaches are riding you all week leading up into this game, reminding you, showing the clips in the locker room. You know you failed. You want to come out and get a great start in this football game early.
Looking for a man. It's back. He finds his man. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. The Dogs are on the move. He's going to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Bell. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. The running back has it. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball's at the 17.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Snagged in the middle. It's Delp. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
Defense makes the stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. Defense rolls up, keeping its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
Unsuccessful second down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively, trying to have success on third down?
And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. 4th and goal from the 2. Can they finish this drive? They're trying to slam it in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Dawgs!
I think what you love about that opening drive for the offense is the balance. They were able to throw the football to set themselves up into position, and then he carries it in for the TD. You got to be able to keep defenses on their heels, and they did a nice job of that on this opening drive.
On to attempt the try. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. That is what they mean when they say ball control. A 14-play touchdown drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3-and-out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
From the gun, running back on the move. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. The Vols come to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, you can see why Rocky Top is so excited about this guy. He's a home run waiting to happen. Not only can he run you over, but he can run around you, too. This is an offense that doesn't only have to throw the football to win games. They can run it, and they can get explosive plays.
And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. The biggest lie college football coaches tell is nameless, faceless opponent. David, game like this, you know their name and you know their face.
You know them well, and it does mean just a little bit more because it's bragging rights. Like, the rivalries matter so much all throughout the year. All the fans talking about this game in particular, that's why it means more, and that's why these players will be jacked out of their minds.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Timeout, Georgia. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. And he'll have to boom one from 58 yards out and be mindful to guide it in from the left hash. Oh, and the attempt is no good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive.
So I think this defense can come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Looking downfield, it's Beck. Fires to the big fella. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down. Let's see what they've got on second down. Now the play fake. Fires to the wideout. He makes the catch. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Looking for space. It's Etienne. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
It's not a flashy play call, but that is exactly what it was designed to do. Get 2 yards, get the first down.
He makes a grab. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Now on second and goal. He's looking to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Really nice pressure by the defense, getting in there quickly, getting a hit on the quarterback, making the quarterback make a quick decision, and he makes the wrong decision. He throws into double coverage, but that's really because of the pressure in his face and the physical hit on his body.
And he's knocked down.
That's an outstanding effort by the defense. Backs against the wall. How about the play inside on that defensive line, just tunneling down low? They're able to get the stop, and now they set up 4th and 1 on the goal line.
They could make this a 2-possession game with a field goal, but they want to put a little touchdown. The quarterback sneak pays off as he gets it across the goal line.
And a 4th and goal situation. Bring in the beef, the goal line package, all the heavy guys, the tight ends, and just pound the rock when you need it. Running back falling forward, getting the touchdown. Offense just went big on your booty.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. They marched 58 yards for the touchdown on that one. And it was finished off with a quarterback sneak. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
They'll try to bully their way for the first. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. And the Volunteers will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll bring it back. It's Evans. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. So it's not just a strong running game. The Dogs can be dangerous with those weapons up top.
And I think when you've seen Georgia really dominate in college football over the last several years, it's because they've been more aggressive, more willing to throw the football early downs, trust their quarterback, not...
What a snag by the defense. Taking it the other way. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35.
Man, teams that play cover one at an elite level have an elite guy in the middle of the field that he's playing zone, everybody else playing man, and he can cover so much ground. You watch him run, breaks on the football when he needs to, goes and makes the big interception.
The Volunteers racing to the line in the hurry-up. Leaves it with the back. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. To the ground to try to move the chains. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. And the Vols will bring the punt team onto the field. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. He's looking to throw it. Catch in the middle. It's Lovett. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running under.
And the defense gets to the quarterback.
Well, obviously, at this point in the first half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole. You just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to create negative plays to get themselves some momentum.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking downfield, it's Beck. Pressure coming. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. Georgia sends out the punt team. He only needs a sliver of daylight. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. The lead's not insurmountable, just down 14-0. But, David, you don't score here, and it could get a little tricky fast.
If you don't score here, if you don't possess the football and put something together to give your defense a little bit of a blow, it's not the ideal start. But it ain't like this game's late in the football game. Create some momentum here in the second quarter.
Yeah, momentum's a real thing in college football. This team needs the juju to get going. That first quarter is one they'd love to forget. So find your best playmakers now. Get them isolated. Get them the football and let them go to work.
To the air on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's McCoy. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. The Vols want to crank the tempo. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down. And the Volunteers are marching down the field. The Big Orange churning out those first downs on the ground, sort of like Arian Foster used to do.
Yeah, you couldn't write the script any better. Just pound the ball, establish the run game, opens up the play action, exactly how you want to run your offense.
Gonna run it. It's Sampson. Found a little running room, and they get him stopped after a pickup of 6 to the 32. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that third and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both. Got it stopped, now forcing a fourth down.
Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. And after the miss, it's still a 14-point game. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They've jumped on them, executing at a high level and up 14-0, David.
This is the exact start you want. When the offense is playing great, defense has gotten stops. You're in a position now, Palmer, to put the hammer down and get a 3-possession lead.
I'm really impressed with their physicality on both sides of the ball early in this one. They've been winning in the...
He'll off one deep down the left side. He's got it inside the 30. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 40 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Big play offense, and it has them threatening now. 1st and 10 from the 25. Grabbed over the middle. It's Bell. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. Uga trying to make this red zone trip pay off. The give out of the gun. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
You wonder now on offense, have they found something in the run game? Finally. It's been tough for them to get the run game going, but they picked up a nice gain on that last one. Let's see if they go back to it.
Big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell it extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Nice job recognizing the route defensively there. As soon as that ball was thrown, that defender knew exactly who it was going to, and he was able to make the tackle at the perfect time. No gain on that one.
He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Georgia! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And clang, no good, off the right upright. They took it 68 yards on that drive, and they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point.
Yeah, nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. The Volunteers moving quickly to the line. Back to pass, it's Iamaleava. They're working that left side. Such a big part to convert these 3rd downs, and they've got it at the 42. And the Vols will snap it on 1st and 10. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Fires and picked off. Trying to take it back. And a tremendous return will be stopped at the 28-yard line.
And that's the advantage right there of having your dime personnel on the field. You got an extra DB. You got an extra guy out there who's really good at covering. So for quarterbacks, you've got to be so good and precise with these passes because they've got speed in the back end. They're able to come away with the pick.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills, and they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. Now down to the 12-yard line, it's first down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Lovett. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Touch pass on the jet sweep. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound, no matter who gets the football. We're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring fourth down right in the face.
That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game, and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
They just look like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. And here comes the offense on second down. They'll give it to the back. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? Offense breaks the huddle on third down. To the air, it's Iamaleava. Makes his connection. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. Starting to get things moving, it's first and 10. Finds his man down the middle. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimal gain.
They'll run it from the gun. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. Third and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. Now on the option. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. Splits the uprights. It's good.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. The sure hands. It's Bell. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
That's an absolute strike right there. Giving me some Stetson Bennett vibes, some Aaron Murray vibes, even Matthew Stafford with the arm talent on that throw. I'll tell you, they can attack any spot of the field in the passing game because of this guy's talent.
Back to throw. It's Beck. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
I like Delmara. He's a good receiver.
He'll try to tack on one more. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with a scoring toss from the 33. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that pass intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he showed off the wheels after using the hands on the pick, and he gets it down to the 34-yard line.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Looking for a productive play on first down. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Went with the running game on first down, now back at it. The give to the back. Makes his man miss. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. On first down from the 13-yard line. Leaves it with the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
When a running back has had as much success as this guy's had so far, listen, defense has got to cue in. They got to cue in to him. He's priority number 1, number 2, and number 3. That's a good start to maybe turning this defensive effort around.
They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Makes the catch. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down. It'll bring up a big decision. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. From the gun, they'll try the middle. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. To throw, it's Iamaleava. Firing to the right, complete. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
At the 40. And first down for the offense.
Looking to move it through the air. He looks that one in nicely. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. The Vols in the hurry up. He's back to throw on second down. Got it in the middle, it's Thornton. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Now on first down from the 43. He wants to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. Looking to throw on second down. Quickly out to the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
Field goal is good.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. Here he comes with the return. And the returner is stopped. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, Dave?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
You just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision.
Hit the afterburners, kid. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. Oh, they knock it free. And the defense grabs it, and they're taking it the other way.
And that's a huge play by the defense. Great job and great effort getting to the ball carrier and swatting at the football, knocking it out, and then falling on it for a massive fumble recovery.
I have to watch the replay of that. Wow.
They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, what an environment there today. All the animosity and flat-out hatred that comes with a good old-fashioned rivalry game on display in that first half. Talk about a first half from that dude out of the backfield. He's been a total game changer. And how many top plays moments have we seen on missed tackles alone? Video game moves from one of the shiftiest players in all of college football. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. All lined up and ready to go for a great second half ahead. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Starting this third quarter on the ground. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Got it in the middle. It's dealt. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. So in their own territory, on 4th and inches, the offense will stay on the field. Breaks the tackle. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
I know
That's a lot of crap.
the analytics tell me
Where are the chains at?
Wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Movement here from the tight end. The run from the shotgun. They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24.
Alright, so we're gonna play the KJ Bolden. Dude is a beast from Buford.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
On the move, it's Sampson. Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23. Quite a bit of work to do on 3rd down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. Looking to scramble. And the defense is there to stop him short of the 1st down.
Well, this is a really nice job there on that 3rd down, trying to get after this quarterback. And obviously they're not able to make the play in the backfield, but really nice job pursuing. You see the athleticism and the speed they have, how they play as a unit together. Only giving up a little bit of a gain, now setting up 4th down.
Can't make contact with the kicker like that. A costly special teams penalty. You've got to know your path in front of the kicker. Offense comes back on the field. They move the tight end all over. Hand off from the shotgun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Scanning the field. It's Iamaleava. He caught it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Looking to throw for it. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown ball. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. Right down the boulevard. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass.
33, Tennessee, 13.
Fair catch, called for and made. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. The Dogs have had a long history of scrappy and efficient quarterbacks. Add a little star power to it, and you've got something working.
You definitely get a little extra something. We see it all across college football. You find that dude at the quarterback spot, it takes you from good to great, and you've seen that with Georgia over the last several seasons.
To the air. It's back. Gets it out quickly. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. They'll leave it with him. Across the 25, he's got room. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down. This offense doing business in the red zone.
And, David, how demoralizing does it have to be for a defense when you know they're going to run it, everyone in the stadium knows they're going to run it, and still you cannot stop it?
There's nothing more demoralizing as a defensive lineman because it ticks you off. It gets in your head. You know that guy's going to come off and smack you, and you got to do something about it. I think the defense, maybe time to start committing more guys to stopping that run, not worrying about the pass as much.
The Bulldogs trying to cash it in on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Knocked down after a gain of 1. They'll mark it at the 6. Second and goal for this offense. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. This is one of those momentum turning points. If this defense can force a field goal attempt, that is a victory for them.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
It's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
Quarterback on the keeper. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Ooh, I like that option play. I'd keep running that too because it's obvious. The defense right now is really keying in on this running back. That was a big point of emphasis for them all week long in practice, and it's opening up holes now for the quarterback to run.
Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
Well, and you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
I hate being that guy to say just take a dive, don't take a hit. But when the play is going absolutely nowhere, you might think about.
First, do no harm, right? And you've already been harmed, so just don't make it worse.
Don't take those big shots unless you know it's for an important situation, goal line, third down, touchdown.
Catch in the middle, it's Thornton. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're third and long and field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. It's good. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. So last time, David, they ate up some clock, ran a bunch of plays, but settled for the field goal.
Yeah, but they're still up, Reese, and I like where I'm at. And if I'm on offense right now, my job is to put another long drive together, eat more clock, and get another score.
Just got to be better in the red zone this time around. When they get down close to the goal line, you need better execution to put a touchdown on the board.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Bell. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory. The offense sets up shop at the 46 on 1st down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Trying play action. Fires to the middle. He's got it. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. And the Dogs have it with a 1st and 10. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. And that ball is picked off. He'll try to take it back. Inside the 40. Inside the 30. He's at the 10.
Wow.
Touchdown, Tennessee. The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Smashes it through for the PAT.
That makes the score Georgia 36, Tennessee 23.
They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive throwing a pick 6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. When your best is demanded on a big stage like this against a rival, he has delivered, cracking the 150-yard mark.
No doubt about it. What do we say? Big-time players make big plays in big games. The games don't get bigger than this for this team right here, and this guy, David, has shown up today.
And it's so nice as a coach to have that dude that you know you can count on. He'll put up big numbers, and he's been carrying this offense.
No doubt, offense wants to keep running the football to win this game, but I'm wondering if they're starting to go to the well too often. We got to start showing some new wrinkles here in the second.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Beck. He'll get rid of it. Got him downfield. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. And on that last play, he's now over 400 yards passing.
Well, Reese, if you're going to throw for over 400 bills, you got to spread the praise around. Up front, they've done an outstanding job protecting this quarterback, and his receivers have been winning one-on-one.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line. Ball's at the 27. It's 3rd and short. Can they avoid making that 4th down decision? He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll come out throwing on first down. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. And this will be the 9th play of the drive. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Lovett. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
Catch in the middle. It's Lovett. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend. Touchdown, Dawgs! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Here comes the 2-point try. Back to throw, it's Beck. Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2 as they extend the lead. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This should be the last play of the quarter. Power football with the run. And he was able to pick his way for just a few yards, and that'll wrap up the 3rd quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Got it in stride inside the 20.
Fuck?
Touchdown, Volunteer. Reeled it in and just made the house call.
And how about the bomb? The long field all the way across the field. Big-time play, big-time throw. Receiver runs underneath it, takes it to the house. Huge play for this offense.
And they did tack on the extra point. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll call for the fair catch here. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback who gave him the...
This will be picked off. Maybe just the turning point they needed. Got room on the return. Not only a great play, but tremendous discipline by this sophomore to make the pick.
All right, sense of urgency now has to go through the roof for this team. They needed their defense to come up with that turnover right there. So if you're on offense, you got to get these plays called.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He'll put the tight end in motion. He'll keep it himself. Got enough space. Stumbled to the ground.
And now a big third down coming up. Down multiple possessions. This is one, Palmer, I'm looking for 6. I'm not trying to kick a field goal.
And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll try the run. Strong run there to pick up 4 and get it out to the 7.
I think you run that play so you stay out of 3rd and long. 3rd and long is not where an offense ever wants to thrive. 3rd and medium, hey, I'm good with that. So you run that play to make sure you're set up for a good 3rd down.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Bell. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
All the way out to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 15. Georgia going back to work with another first down. Dropping back, it's Beck. He's got an open man. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
This is so interesting right now, watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. They're going to throw it again. Grabbed in the middle. It's Bell. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
To have any chance in the world, this defense has to come up with a stop on first and goal. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling the rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her...
And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. They've got them penned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. They'll throw it on first down. Unleashes it on the run. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. 4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. After the incompletion, they go back up top.
And you could easily argue the biggest reason this team is trailing here in the second half is because they have not been able to protect their quarterback tonight. They've already given up 5 sacks in the game, and you just saw another one right there. This offensive line has had problems all night long.
And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
They're strong, and they're strong. Defense defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Looking for a man. It's back. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. This kicker's leg is getting a workout. He's already made 3 field goals, and here he comes again. Oh, he missed it. No good. Missed the field goal. Missed the chance to make it a 3-possession game. It's still a 14-point lead, guys.
Oh my God.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
Unloads quickly. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. 3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. They'll try to run for it. Sweet feet on the move. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. And the Volunteers are in the hurry-up.
Well, the good news is you got the first down running it there on 2nd and short, but the bad news is you're down by quite a bit here in the 4th quarter, and 2, 3, 4-yard gains aren't going to get it done. You've got to start chucking this thing vertically to get back in the game.
They get him down after he makes the catch. Got some of the work done on 1st. Now let's see what they have on 2nd down. Looking for space. It's Sampson. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. And a really nice run and pickup there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
Yeah, and this offense, listen, we're in warp speed, right? We got to score a bunch of points here. We're down, we're trailing. We got to go fast, but we also got to get first down. And that's a nice job sneaking in the run, getting the first down, and now we crank the tempo back up.
Running back searching for a hole. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to throw. It's Iamaleava. He's got it on the move.
You see it more and more. Smaller wide receivers, I don't care about their size anymore. I put them in the slot. I let them get a good matchup. They're so quick, people can't get their hands on them. They make plays, and I feed them the football. These are guys that have a lot of catches throughout the season.
A field goal does not top the list of most helpful things at this juncture, so they'll go for it on 4th down. Trying to run it in. Touchdown ball! And the comeback is on. Late in the game, and the confidence is building. If only there's enough time to finish.
Time is ticking, but, man, you gave yourself a chance now. Now the defense, go out, do your job. We got the moment. If you give me the ball back, I'm going to win. Let's go, defense.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? You've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Got it in the middle, it's Bell. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the give, looking for room. And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
When the offense can run the football and you can feature a guy like this that will get more yards than his block, that you can really depend on, hangs onto the football, like it makes offense super easy, especially down the stretch when you want to eat that clock and you want to possess the football. Just nice to have that kind of guy.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with their lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 4.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff to teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game. You want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. They make the stop after a pickup of 3. Ball's at the 18.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football. I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice gain on 1st down. The same exact script. Do it again. Run the football. Run the clock. Let that thing tick down. And if we add points, we add points.
Dropping back. It's Beck. Tight end finds a soft spot. They make the tackle, but he's got enough to give Georgia a 1st down.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
Gets it inside the 10, picks up a yard. They'll mark it at the 9. We've reached a 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And this one splits the uprights. And that will extend their lead even further.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing it. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 20. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Wants to throw on 1st down. He wants a big play here late. Oh, did he toast the coverage?
What
Got
the
it
fuck?
deep downfield.
How the
Touchdown,
absolute
Tennessee.
hell
And here they
did we just leave him unguarded?
Yeah, and that's step 1. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
They got the touchdown they needed. Now trailing by a field goal, they'll line up for the onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Offense set on first down. On the ground, it's Etienne. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Give to the back. Open space at the 25. Brought down at the 21-yard line. A 50-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now. And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee.
You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs.
Georgia still prevails.
Figuratively speaking, of course, and when you
She
win,
still kept us ranked number 1 in the AP top 25.
To be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post stuff on social media, it's a lot of fun. I think fans like it more than anybody, but it's something that every year you have a couple games start. This was one of them, Jesse. They took care of business, and now you move on to the next.
They really did. We saw some great individual efforts in this game by the winning team, too. So cool
Now
to see
that
some of
is a
these players that
rivalry
have had
game, though.
terrific collegiate careers make some of the biggest
Rocky
plays
Top
of their lives
versus
in this game, in a
the
rivalry
Georgia
game that just
Bulldogs.
means so much.
Go
This was a
Dogs.
fun one to call.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Thank you all for coming. Hopefully we'll do one more stream tomorrow, playing as Rocky Top. If not, I will be away from July 12th to the 26th. Y'all take care. And as always, go Dogs.